Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. We are excited to be launching off our email marketing webinar series today with you. Today's webinar will be easy, free email marketing for simple ticket events. And I am very excited to present to you a few of our presenters today. Starting off, we will have Vince Natal, who is part of our sales team, and he comes with lots of knowledge and background to really enlighten you guys with all this information about the free email marketing tool. So Vince, over to you.
Hey everyone, I'm Vince, like Daniela said. Pleasure to be here. I'm a sales rep for GiveSignup, RunSignup. I've been in the nonprofit tech sales industry for as long as I can remember, for some time now. I've worked with many nonprofits, small, medium, large, so happy to help you all any way we can. And this is going to be a great series of webinars on our email marketing system, which is really cool. So just doing a quick intro, we're gonna, this is the series. So today we're gonna do like the 101 type, so simple ticket events. Then we're gonna do how to import, historical data. Then in December 2nd, email for complex ticket events. And then the final series, December 16th, reporting and email statistics. All of them will be at 1 p.m. So please be sure to sign up for the ones that you're interested or all of them. This is also really cool. So if anyone who's on this, please pull up your Facebook, go to the search bar, look up Nonprofit Circle and join the Nonprofit Circle. That is a GiveSignup, RunSignup ran Facebook group specifically for nonprofits. So it's really cool. You guys can chat and learn from each other, meet your peers. It's a really great opportunity for you guys to just learn new things and get to know one another and us. So we also have a really cool $50,000 grant giveaway. So to be eligible, you have to be a 501c3, obviously. You must have created a Giving Tuesday campaign on our GiveSignup, RunSignup website. So if you haven't already, go to givesignup.org, click Create a Campaign, and do a Giving Tuesday focus campaign. And you must be one of the first 500 organizations to raise at least $100 on Giving Tuesday, which is November 30th, starting at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's a little bit of a time rush too, so that's kind of fun. All right, well, I introduced myself, but let me also introduce Steve. Steve, if you want to go ahead and give a quick bio of you.
Yeah, thanks, Vince. Some of you maybe see me from some of the other webinars, but I'm a product manager here with GiveSignup, RunSignup. Prior to being with this company, I organized lots of events for nonprofits, including a lot of endurance, running and cycling races, as well as galas, festivals, concerts. So I've been on the other side, and I know. Oh, sorry, my internet went out for just a second. You guys can see me okay?
I can see you.
Okay, awesome. And I've been on that side and really understand kind of what the needs are of organizers for registration and ticket event software. So happy to go through some of the features today, but I think first we're gonna have Vince go over the agenda real quick.
Yeah. So for today, we already did the intro. We're going to do an intro of who GiveSignup and RunSignup is if you are not already familiar, why you should use our new email marketing tool. We're going to do a demo, give an action plan to start your first email, go through questions, of course, and then an intro into the advanced features for the next session. And for those not familiar about who we are, we were founded over 10 years ago in 2010. We're a purpose-built technology for endurance events, and we are free to use. Since that we've grown, we've helped over 10,000 nonprofits and $1.3 billion raised in donations and funds for them. So we thank you all for using our platform. Our 10-year plan is how can we help you more? So we've grown into advanced things like GiveSignup, which has ticket events, campaigns, donation forms, donation websites, and we're growing from there. So we're looking to partner with you and help you grow your supporter base, help you and grow your engagement. And for those of you who haven't seen our product, we'd love to get, just do a quick poll of those who would like to see a demo. So Danielle, if you don't mind putting up the poll, would you like to have somebody from our team reach out to just do a quick 20 to 30 minute overview, or even something more in depth if you'd like? And I'll let that go for a second, and then once it's done, Daniela, you can close it. Cool. Well, thanks for those who responded. Okay, so Steve, I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, thanks. So email marketing, why use our product for this solution, right? I know a lot of you wouldn't be here as nonprofits and be successful as you have, or even getting started without having some sort of email client or platform or tool that you currently use. And so, and as we've all know, there's ups and there's downs to all of the different offerings out there. There's also various models in terms of the pricing. And so what I want to first cover is, why should it matter to you today about what GiveSignup offers for email marketing? What benefits do you get by using our platform? So I can help inform you whether it's a good move for you to switch over. And pro tip, it is a good option to do that. So, and the reasons are, first of all, unlimited contacts. I know those of you that have used other platforms will watch your monthly subscription fees go up as you're adding additional customer lists, which are vital and critical to you communicating and growing your revenue. You don't have to worry about that with us. With unlimited emails, so you can send as many emails as you'd like and to as many people as you'd like. So the universe is open for you to make sure that you are maximizing the benefit of keeping engaged with all of your supporters. And then the really cool piece, if you're hosting your registration or your ticketing with GiveSignup, RunSignup, there's a direct integration with that data, as well as custom lists that you've imported. So you're not using another platform that's separate from where you're collecting your revenue and the information about your ticket purchasers. You're actually using it in its central location, and you're not doing a conversion of data to your outside email platform. And we all know things can happen. Things get lost, rows don't come in, data fields get left out. You're not worried about that when you're working with one solution. And then insightful reporting and recipient management. So looking at those click-through rates, the bounce backs, the unsubscribes, and then customizing and reformatting and retooling your list to make sure that you're reaching the right people at the right time, that again is going to help you grow your revenue. And then hit it, and we'll keep on hitting it, but we're proud of this. It's free, you guys. So again, you are not signing up either for subscription fees, monthly, annual. There's no service fees. You don't have a limit to as many times as you can reach out to me for help. All of that is included at no cost. So first, the focus of today's webinar, because we mentioned earlier that we're doing this in a series. Today, we're focused on simple ticket events, which I think the majority of folks out there are offering simple ticket events where you don't have multiple days. That would be an example of an event with a complex ticket offering. So, and we're going to look at an example today, but only look at the simple side of things. But a beer fest that's over 3 days with multiple tasting sessions on each day, that's a complex ticket. If you've got a one-night gala in a ballroom and you've got a general admission ticket and a VIP ticket, that would be what I would consider to be a simple ticket. So small number of tickets available for sale. There's little differentiation between the tickets offerings. So there might be some upgrade pieces to the VIP, but you're not offering wildly different pieces. And then having a fairly simple marketing audience, meaning that when you're out to invite people and do your final marketing push to folks, that you're talking to a relatively homogeneous group that you don't need to differentiate your communications to. And then, as we like to do here, is break down things in actionable steps, because all of this is awesome stuff to know and how to use our platform, but how do we do this? So to start, we're going to configure our sender settings. So you actually I'll show you this. You'll have 2 different types of emails that you can send out, and set who it's coming from and then who the reply to email address is. And that's really helpful so that you're not even thinking about it. It's just automatic. And also, if you're using multiple people on your team inside your ticket event that are doing communications, you can set those in advance. So again, they're not thinking about it and they don't have it going to the wrong person. And then the second step would be to set up your recipient list. And you can do that a couple of ways. You can create a custom list and import it with your current data, or you can select a default list from those that have already purchased tickets on the platform. And then next, you would customize your email with your content and your branding, so all your colors, logos, pictures, graphics, and then personalize your communication with data placeholder tags. And we're going to dive really deep into that in our next session, which is on the 18th of this month, November 18th, but we will touch on that just a little bit today. And then the final step would be to send immediately. If you're ready to go, you like what you see, you've sent the test, or you can schedule it later. So it gives you some flexibility there. All right, so demo time. I'm going to take a fictitious event here, which is called the Chi-Town Craft Beer Fest. And for those of you that don't know how to get to your ticket dashboard, because I know when I was the first user, I had questions about that as well. So up in your profile, you're going to see all the different options you can select from, and one of them is My Ticket Events. So when I go to My Ticket Events, here it is sitting right there, and I'm just going to click on the name of it, and bam, here I am at my dashboard. And then when I want to start working on my email, you can see there's a lot of different menus here to configure settings for, and about halfway down is the email menu. And we're just going to go in order. Isn't that nice? So everything kind of laid out. If you just go one by one, we're going to make sure that we cover all the steps. Also, I wanted to note that when you're doing a ticket event, and I'm going to try to talk through this in the demo of these 3 different types, you want to make sure you're focused on sending out an initial invite to all of your current supporters, and that maybe are folks that you've added as a custom list. But you also want to make sure you're doing a final marketing push right before the event. And then before the event happens, whether that's the week of, make sure you send out a transactional email where I mentioned before, where you're covering the details of the event. Give them an event guide, lay out the roadmap for the night, like when should they be arriving, what should they expect, what should they bring with them. So be thinking about those 3 pieces. Those should be on your timeline for your email communication at a ticket event. So step 1 is email settings. And this is those 2 types, the transactional emails and the marketing emails. So again, transactional, if you're just trying to convey data to current participants or current ticket holders or purchasers, or if you're trying to go out and push the event and asking for people to sign up and actually buy a ticket, you would use the marketing and promotional emails type. And here you can say where it's coming from and then who is the reply to address. So again, just things that are nice and intuitive and you don't have to think about. And then when you get to your second step, that's going to be setting up your recipient list. So you can see here, I've already got a couple lists that I've imported. And when I want to add a new list, I've got a couple buttons here I can choose from. And I can name my list, and maybe I'm going to call this 2018 event attendees. And then I get to this screen where I can add new contacts, and I can add new contacts in 2 different ways. So when I click on the button, it's going to give me either a way to just add simple data, so an email address, first name and last name, or I can do a CSV upload. So 2 different ways. With the CSV upload, that's where the power really is. That is where you can add additional historical data for your supporters that you can then use to personalize your email communications to people so that they know that you know them and that you know how they supported you in the past. And that feels special and it feels like they're valued. But we're going to cover that in much more detail at our next session on November 18th. I do want to point out that it does say, sorry, right here, it should include an email address column, so that is required. And we recommend that you have your first row be a header row. Okay, so I'm going to show you the spreadsheet that I'm going to be using. Let's see here. Bear with me as I just fire this up and I bring it over. So in this case, I've got the first name, last name, email, the number of years that they've donated, the 2020 money that they raised, and what their member status is. So that's a fictitious member status that we've added just to add some additional detail about folks. So when I want to go ahead and upload this, I choose the CSV file by going to the location it is saved on. I'm going to open this. And you can see it's going to ask me, is row 1 a header row, or does it contain data? And the reason the header row is important is because if you are bringing in data, like the number of years that somebody donated, you want to be able to match that up to a field that then you can pull down when you're personalizing the message to folks. So I'm going to say, yep, I've got a header row there. And now I'm going to map my contact information. So pretty easy, first name to first name, last name to last name, email to email, and the number of years donated. I'm going to select from this dropdown that it's a custom placeholder. And I'm going to do that for all 3 of these data points that I want to bring in from my database. And you can see here that, and I think this is ingenious, is that you can actually edit this. So if you don't want it to be so long and you want to shorten it, maybe it's no years or number of years. Maybe I have an error in the header and there's this character that I want out of there. Bam, now it's gone. And then I'll go ahead and click continue, and you can see it's telling me that 7 contacts will be imported. And then I can click the button to start my import. It says it's started. It should take only a few minutes. You'll see updates here, and it says do not reload the page. So keep that in mind. And then there we go. Your import has completed successfully. And then I'm going to exit out of here, and you can see all my lovely colleagues from GiveSignup that are now in my database. So very easy and quick, right? If I wasn't talking so much, this would have been like that. So very easy to create these custom lists. And again, we're focusing on simple tickets today, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about combining different lists. We're going to cover that later in the next session. So today, let's focus on actually creating the simple email. So again, up here, what kind of email is this? This is going to take in those sender settings that I did in the email settings step. So I can choose between marketing or transactional. I'm going to choose marketing because this is going to be my initial invite. I'm going to select my recipients by clicking this button, and you can see that I've got some of my custom lists here up top, but then I've also got these folks of data that I've brought in. And if you've got folks that are already purchasing tickets, they will show as people that you can actually include. Now, I'm actually gonna, in this purpose of this email, I'm inviting folks, is I'm inviting ones that have not purchased tickets yet. So I'm gonna select the custom list that I just uploaded. And then this is so cool because it makes your list dynamic. I can exclude the folks that have already purchased a ticket. So I'm not asking them to buy a ticket when they already have. We know we've all gotten those emails that feel out of sync because, hey, don't you know I already signed up for your event, or I'm already coming. So I'm going to go ahead and exclude all ticket purchasers, and then I'm going to save. And what's also cool about this is if you schedule your email in the future, it's going to continue to take into account those that are buying tickets between now when I created my email and when it actually goes out, so that that list is still current and live with only those that have not purchased tickets. And I think that is pretty cool and pretty smart. In the subject here, I can go ahead and join and put a custom message here. Join us for our event. And down here, you can see that it's already defaulting some of my branding and content. It's taking in the logo that I set up in my branding section. It's taking in the name of the ticket event. And then it's giving me nice cues here in the body of the email to make sure that I replace all the things that I need to. And what I think is so smart from our amazing development team is that if I forget to do one of these pieces that says update this, even inside the button here, where the URL is, if I don't update this with a valid URL, it's gonna stop me and not allow me to continue with the email process. So there's no fear about sending something out that has template copy in it, and then it doesn't make anybody look good, right? So I think those are things that we're always, our team is always thinking about trying to have the back of organizers, because we've all been there and understand, and with all the things going on, we want you to have success. So again, you can update this with whatever you would like. You can say we're back with our event this year, and here's where we can do some customization or personalization, I should say, by saying dear, and then I can pull down here and my replacement tags. This is the data that was inside that database, the custom list that I uploaded. And now, bam, everybody's going to get that personal first name message when they come through, or when the email arrives with them. And then in the body here, I might want to give some details about the event. We are proud to offer a great day of, tasting. And I can continue to copy or add additional copy here. I can insert additional hyperlinks. I can format my text. I can, add these different pieces of it so that it feels, formal, or it feels stylized and is organized from the content that you're offering them. And then in the button here, if I click on it, and I mentioned this before, when you click on the gray button that highlights, this is where I would update the URL. And then I might say buy tickets. So I want to make sure, I think I've caught the things that I need to make sure I update so I don't get tripped up. And I'm going to go ahead and review the email. And you can see here, it's giving me a nice preview. So it's going to show the placeholder because that's going to pull from whichever person is actually being sent the email. And then it will also show you what it looks like from a mobile standpoint. So that gives you a quick view to make sure that things are looking the way that you want them to. And then I can choose right here whether I want to send it immediately or I want to schedule a send date and time. So if I want to do it later today or at a date in the future, I can do that. So then I will go to our sent email list here. And you can see it's showing all the ones that I have sent out. It gives me some data on the number of emails that I've sent and the number of distinct recipients as well when I sent it. So all that is very helpful. And then these ones that I started that I hadn't scheduled yet and had just drafted, I can go back and actually schedule them. So this gives a nice report, kind of all the communications that you've done so far or are going to be going out. And then email reports, I'll give you a quick snapshot of this, but this is where you can actually go in and see the data for your event. You got to make sure that you're changing your dates here so that you can see something that was sent recently or in the last few weeks, and then it's going to give you specific data about the delivery rate, the open rate. So pretty exciting stuff, and we're going to dive more into this in one of the later sessions. So I mean, guys, that was easy, right? I could have sent out a campaign and had people signing up for my gala, right now if I had clicked send immediately. So, no fear over this, and I think that it's a really powerful tool that's going to help you guys as you're planning for your 2022 events. So let me go ahead and switch back to that. That concludes our demo piece. And let's see, yep. So what I wanted to do, because I like this, I need things laid out for me, so I'm going to help others do the same. Think about how are you going to take what you've learned today and put that into an action that's actually going to help your organization and get things moving for your ticket event. So this week, if you haven't already, set up your ticket event on GiveSignup.org. And if you've already done this, gold star for you this week, it's already checked off the list. Next week, meet with your team, gather and organize your lists to be able to invite potential attendees. So comb through that data. And then in early December, send out an email with an invitation or a save the date. I realize that could be early if your event is in the fall, but it's never too early, guys, to just get these things on people's radar and to have your ticket purchase window open as early as possible so that you are not missing out on any opportunity for folks that are interested in attending your event. All right, so we're going to now see if we have any questions that we can answer for the group here.
There's just one here from Debbie. Does the email system deduplicate email entries? So like when you're importing people, and will you get a notification for invalid emails?
So yes, the system will dedupe the list so that you're not going to be sending out emails to folks. And then Elizabeth, can you help me with that second question on whether it's going to kick back an invalid email?
Yeah, so I think what Debbie's asking is, will she get a notification if email bounces that she sent something to. You won't get a notification for that, but we do have email reports that you could see what your bounce rate is and what email addresses it isn't delivering to.
Got it. Thanks for that clarification.
Okay, we have, are you able to include a graphic within the email?
So there are ways to do that. There's not a direct way to insert an image, but if you are hosting the image in another location, it could be on GiveSignup, it could be on your own website. You can take that URL though and actually insert it with custom HTML within the body of the email. And so that does give you that capability, a little bit of an advanced feature, but you are able to.
Yeah. Debbie says an email report is perfect. Yes, we have, well, we're going to have more, but right now we have a couple of different reports already on that.
Yes, you can see your list of unsubscribes already in the ticket platform.
Okay, one last question. Would this work as an email to volunteers with something like an appeal for a donation or like an in-kind donation to the organization?
Yes, absolutely. So we actually have our email tool here that we've shown in the ticket platform available on our donation forms and donation websites and fundraising campaign sites. So I would recommend actually that you set up one of those offerings or tools and then use our email marketing tool that you saw here today, but within those. And it's really easy to get started on that. You would go to givesignup.org and click on Get Started Free. And then you've got those choices of the different sites you can set up. And it sounds like you might want to do the donation form or the donation website, which gives you even more flexibility and customization. And then use the email marketing tool to ask for donations, or, and going back to the volunteer question, maybe you want to set up a ticket on your event. So there's general admission, there's VIP, but there's also a volunteer ticket, and that can just be at a $0 price point. And then you can invite folks to go to the exact same location, so you're not managing two different sites for both your volunteers and your attendees.
Yeah. I said that was the last one, but there's one more really good question that's fun to end on. Sandra said, I came in late. Is there a cost to use this?
I think everybody who was here from the beginning can answer that, and I'll just say it in unison for everyone. But yeah, no, it is free. It is absolutely free. Anybody can go on, and that includes free events. So if you have an event that has no admission for the ticket, there's no price point. That is free as well. There's not, just because you're not doing monetary transactions on our platform, you can still host a free event and there's no charge for it. So it truly is that way. And maybe that sounds crazy, but I think what we have all, on GiveSignup, RunSignup want to do is to be able to offer this very deep platform that has so many tools that you can use, and it makes so much sense to host all of your donations and registrations and tickets with us because we have such a wide variety of things that you can do that help you organize and manage your event. So there's really no catch. I want to really emphasize that. I mean, this is designed for nonprofits and to help you all. And we know that will benefit us as well, as so we all grow together.
All right. If we missed your question, or if you have additional things that you want to follow up on, you can reach out to Steve or to info@givesignup.org, and we will make sure that you find whatever you need to find.
Awesome. And then real quick, if we're done, are we good, Elizabeth, with questions?
Yeah. Yep.
For now, okay. If one comes up, stop me. But I just wanted to remind people, so the next session, Thursday, November 18th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So again, we're going to import historical data. So I know a lot of you folks have got things out there in your CRMs or other Excel spreadsheets. And we're going to talk about how we can bring that information in so that when you do those invites to your events, potential event attendees, or when you do that final marketing push, you can speak specifically to them about, you know, what level of supporter they are, what they gave previously, how many years they've attended your event. That additional customization and personalization is critical in really helping to connect and engage with your supporters and make them feel valued. And then we'll also go into a deeper dive into combining custom and default lists so that you can create dynamic recipient lists. And we want to thank you guys. We thank you for your time. We know everyone's got a lot in their day, and our goal is to keep these right around. I almost made it under 30 minutes. I'll shoot for that next time, but we know you all got a lot to do and you're responsible for. So hope this was helpful. Please give us feedback if you have things that you want to see as we continue on this, because we'll be together for, you know, every couple of weeks for a while, and we'll be rolling out new products and features. There's so much cool stuff, guys, in the pipeline. So please stay connected. Please follow our blog, GiveSignup.blog, and sign up for it if you're not on there already, so that you are in the know and that you're able to use every tool at your disposal on our platform. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you.